this part of this episode that y'all love so much, bold predictions, right? We didn't have some wild ones. Ron, what you got?
So I have something that has not been done by 11 previous winners. And that's Matt Leinart, Tim Tebow, Bryce Young, Mark Ingram, Lamar Jackson, Jameis Winston, and Johnny Manziel. And that is Caleb Williams being a back-to-back Heisman Trophy winner. I see it coming this year. And the reason I say that, last year, man, he had a hell of a season, threw for over 4,000 yards, 42 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. But this year, his wide receivers are better. His offense is going to be even more explosive than it was last year. They picked up the leading Pac-12 receiver. He transferred in from Arizona, Dorian Singer. He still got Mario Williams, Taj Washington, and Brendan Rice. And then he got a running back that came in from South Carolina. So I just think in year 2 of Lincoln Riley, they're going to be explosive. They're going to be the best team in the Pac-12. They're going to end up in the college football playoff. And the reason behind it is Caleb Williams, which will lead him to his second Heisman Trophy back to back.
Hey, I wholeheartedly agree with you. He's the real deal. I took some credit away from him early on because he didn't win some big games that he should have won. But as far as the Heisman goes, it's about numbers and it's about production. And I think that he has a chance to win back to back, and that's what Lincoln Riley does. All offense, no defense. So I think it's gonna happen.
Mine was along that line. It's not him winning, but I foresee 2 or maybe even 3 Heisman finalists coming out of the Pac-12.
Okay.
Bo Nix, Michael Penix, and Caleb Williams. And we're talking about the 3 premier quarterbacks in college football right now. I mean, and they're all on solid teams. 10-win Oregon team, 11-win Washington team. Yeah. And we saw USC, right? USC carried all the hype, but the other 2 were right there with them. Some amazing numbers, some good quarterback plays coming out of these 3. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if we see those 3 sitting down with maybe another from some other conference. But I think the Pac-12 is going to, when it comes to the Heisman stage, the Pac-12 is going to be well represented there.
Okay.
I can't say that I disagree with you. Michael Penix Jr. he's a beast. He led college football last season in passing yards and passer rating. So that wouldn't be a surprise to me.
No argument for me, man.
Hey, so one of my bold predictions is that Coach Prime and the Buffs win the Pac-12 South in year 1.
Man.
Okay.
That's, bro, you swinging for the fences right there, man.
Hey, Coach Prime played baseball, man. Come on. Come on.
I don't see it at all. Their conference is tough. It's tough. I just don't see it. And not in his first year. I think it will be, again, a hell of a season if he does it. Right? But I just don't see that. That's very bold.
Very. Going from one.
But Brian Kelly did it.
Hey, hence the name of this episode, Bold Predictions.
Bold Predictions.
I ain't coming over here saying no weak stuff.
But I do see them possibly winning 6 games. It's a stretch. It's a stretch. I know it. Some major upsets have to happen, but
their schedule's tough. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah. So the biggest thing for me is to see how Shedeur Sanders translates to FBS football. That's going to be the biggest telling point for me, is how he translates. And I know he was that dude in the FCS, but FBS, man, that's just a different ball game. It ain't no slouches. So I'm just curious to see how that, pans out.
Yeah. So Ron, what's another bold prediction you got?
All right. hold on to your seats. Talia Tagovailoa will be in the Heisman race next year. He threw for 3,000 yards last year, 18 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions.
Hey, are you sick?
He holds the program career records for passing yards, completions, completion percentage, touchdown passes, and total offense. He also holds single season records for yards passing, completion percentage, and passing touchdowns. And he got it in the genes. He got his He's Tua's brother. He came back for his senior season, and I think he's going to do it this year, man. I think he's going to be well known in college football this season.
Ron, are you sick? Hey, the Maryland Terrapins won't win more than 8 games next year. What are you talking about? He is no Heisman candidate, finalist. He's not even all Big Ten. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Okay. Hey, that's why it's bold, brother. That's why it's bold.
Hey,
yeah, that's bold and spicy.
That's a tough one because he throws it all over the place, and when I watch him play, it seems like he throws the ball 70 times. Like he drops back every play, but
he throws it to the offense and the defense. So
he only threw 8 interceptions last year.
Gunslinger.
How many touchdowns?
18. But he was hurt. He was hurt a lot last year too, though. He's the same. He's 5'11". He's 5'11", 200 pounds. So he kind of slight. He's not no big quarterback.
Hey, the best ability is availability. Hey, what you got, man?
Hey, man, this is just to rattle the cage a little bit. But Hugh Freeze going to Auburn. Auburn's going to be a 10-win team next year. Now, you're laughing.
You're laughing. I gotta see that schedule.
UMass. I'm talking crazy. To you. I'm telling you right now. UMass.
Okay.
Cal, Samford at Texas A&M, which is very winnable. Then they hit Georgia, which is going to be there. LSU, but then Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, Arkansas, New Mexico State, and Alabama. So, I see 8 wins, but I'm going, I'm like you, man. Swinging for the fences, man. Give them 10. Because the Iron Bowl is going to be interesting. It's not going to be a one-sided game by Bama.
Yeah, it's not, because Bama's got to go to Auburn too, man. We always struggle at Auburn.
Hugh Freeze, he's a good coach, so I'm not gonna say that it's not possible. Anything's possible.
They landed a top 20 signing class. Hugh Freeze name carries some weight, especially in the SEC too. So recruits are going to go.
They were a top 10 in transfer portal.
All right, now Ron, I'm just saying, hey, watch out for the Tigers.
Yeah, no,
War Eagle Tigers. I don't know what they are, but watch out for them. Tiger Eagle, man.
But Hugh Freeze, he did beat Bama twice as well. So, Nick Saban twice.
So for the final and probably the boldest prediction, I don't know. It might not be bolder than you saying, "Oh, Tagovailoa winning a Heisman." I got A&M, Jimbo Fisher, Bobby Petrino calling the plays to relieve that pressure. I got them going 10-2, and Jimbo job being safe.
Negative, Ghost Rider. I don't see it.
See it either.
Hey, listen. I know their schedule is tough, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna start off. They got New Mexico Lobos. They got the U. They got ULM. They got Auburn, Arkansas. They got Bama at home.
Yeah.
They're at Tennessee. They got South Carolina at home. They're at Ole Miss, Mississippi State at home, Abilene Christian, but they got to go to LSU.
Abilene Christian. What the? I'm sorry. What is that?
Yeah. So I can see a turnaround season. I don't agree with 10 wins. I can see him being over 500. I would say 2 to 3 games over 500. So is that about 8, 9 wins? I just don't see 10.
I'm calling it right now. They're gonna win 10 games. Their 2 losses are gonna be to Bama and LSU. They're gonna go 10-2.
And
Bold prediction.
9-3, man. They're gonna lose to Miami. I'm telling you.
They beat y'all already. Y'all are a non-issue.
Yeah.
We seen that. Y'all got embarrassed.
Yeah.
Speaking into existence.
But if y'all don't think it's gonna happen, it is what it is. But I'm saying that's my bold prediction.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
No, man. Look, I see a train wreck. Like 2 buses just dumpster fire. I don't know what else we call it down there, Ron, but that Jimbo Fisher is not gonna do well.
Nah, like I told you, I disagree. I think Jimbo gonna do enough to save his job next year.
And Abilene Christian.
He gotta win 9. He gotta win 9 games to save his job. If they don't win 9 games,
I think 8-4 keep him.
that's not good enough.
Can't be.
Jimbo been there for what? This would be year 7. You gotta go.
I think so. Because I'm looking at the schedule, right? Arkansas, Alabama, Tennessee, South Carolina, and Ole Miss. That stretch right there is what's going to break them, right? End of the season with LSU, they're not going to win that game. I don't think so because it's at LSU.
If you look at the games last year, they lost to not good teams, right? Except for they lost bad to not good teams. All the good teams that they lost to, they were close games. They were in the Bama game. They were in the game against y'all. They were in the game against LSU, and the quarterback play was bad. They did not have good quarterback play last year, right? They had good running back, and they couldn't stop nobody. They couldn't stop the pass. It was embarrassing.
And 21 transfers out.
I agree, man.
That's gonna hurt them.
Yeah, and that's why I don't see it. But
it's a bold prediction. Anything's possible. All right, man. Well, that does it for this episode of the Unbiased Room. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Take care.